Beep beep. Assalomu alaikum. Yangi darsimizga xush kelibsiz. Are you ready to learn how to talk to a taxi driver in Uzbek? Boshladik unda. Welcome to a new class. In this series of lessons, we're learning how to speak to different native speakers. We already talked how to make an order in a cafe, how to make an order of pizza on the phone, and today we'll learn how to talk to a taxi driver and give directions. Before we start, I would like to highlight that these series of lessons they're focusing on speaking a lot. And if you live in Uzbekistan or if you're planning to visit Uzbekistan, taxi drivers are the first people you could practice Uzbek with. And it's very easy actually because so far we've learned so many verbs, and there are some moments which I will highlight in this lesson so you are really good at this even short talk. So before we learn some directions, I would like to highlight this ending that we add to directions. Ga. Whenever we are talking about direction, we add ga. For example, to straight is to'g'ri ga, and to'g'ri by itself without ga means correct, to'g'ri, or no to'g'ri, incorrect. To'g'ri ga is straight. O'ng is right hand. O'ngga is to the right. This one is orqa. Orqa is also back, and it also means to the back, right? Like go back. Chap is left hand. Chap kya. O'ngga, I mentioned that, to the right. And tepaga or yuqoriga can be used when we're talking about the street and we're saying like to the beginning of the street, like go, go to the ahead of the street. But it's actually not like word by word translation. That's why we can say it like along the street. And paska is like down the street. But actually, when we want to be precise and we want to give accurate directions, we better use to'g'riga, o'ngga, or we say drive that many meters. And I will show you the verb that we frequently use. So, yoping, oching, and pay attention that all these verbs, they are written with ing ending, which is imperative verb, imperative form, and we are trying to say, please do this. And we're being polite. We can add iltimos in the beginning of the sentence. And ing is respectful format, right? It's not yop. Yop is close, like you, friendly you. And yoping is respectful. Respectfully saying, please close. Iltimos yoping. Iltimos oching. Okay, let's drop iltimos for a while. Yoping, close. Oching, open. For example, you are in the taxi and you want the driver to open the window or close the window. And if any of you living in Uzbekistan, you already know by the signs in the supermarkets or shops when they say open and close, right? Yopiq, ochiq. Yopiq, ochiq is open and close. And yoping, oching is direction, is like a request. Yoqing is turn on. For example, turn on the AC in the car. Summer is hot in Uzbekistan, so this might be a very frequent request. O'chiring is turn off. Kiting is come back. Yuring, and this is very frequently used verb because yurmoq is to walk, to go. But actually, when someone is driving and we are saying, drive this way or that way, we don't actually say drive, we can say yuring. And this is very frequently used verb when we say onga yuring, chapga yuring, or we can say kaiting, right? Where is it? Kaiting, like go back. But actually, you can say orqaga yuring. Orqaga yuring is also go back. So yuring is very popular. The next one is toh tang means stop. like stop you, like your body. Tochtang. There's another one that is written tochta ting. There's another t, which means stop something. So we have a verb to stop your body and verb to stop something you are you're driving or you're managing or you put it into action. So tochtating is for that. But again, when it comes to talking, even native speakers don't actually highlight too much. What should I say? Should I say tochtang? Yeah, right. Tochtang, like stop yourself, your body, or tochtating, like your car. Because it works either way. It works fine. And the similar verb, two verbs, burling and buring. Burling is when you turn your body, and buring is you turn something. And again, there's just in here, there was only one difference between one sound. And here we have two, right? Burling, buring. This is shorter, this is longer. But again, when it comes to using it and telling it, like if I'm saying to a taxi driver or I'm saying it in a taxi, I'm saying, please turn to the right or turn to the left. I can say, iltimos, let's say, unge. Iltimos, unge, bring. Bring is turn the car. Or I can say, iltimos, unge, brling. He will understand. I'm not saying leave the car, get off the car, and turn yourself to the right. Like, I mean, you can use either way. And aylaning is a U-turn. Sometimes it can be also said in a Russian way, like razvarot. Razvarot is like making a U-turn. Razvarot kling. Aylaning, also Uzbek way of saying it. Okay, now let's look at other phrases. When we are in a taxi and we want the taxi driver to stop near the bus station or whatever it is, not bus station, something else, use, remove bikat. Bikat is bus station, and if you haven't been to Uzbekistan, this is one of the bus stations of Uzbekistan with green buses. And bikat dan oldin means before the bus stop. Let's say it's not bikat, let's say it's metro. Metrodan oldin, or muzeydan oldin, or bazardan oldin. So whatever it is, oldin means before. Before something, stop, right? Tochtang or tochtating, you'll see it here. Bekatan kayin, kayin is after. Bekatan kayin, tochtating. Where? Here. Shu yerda tochtating. You see here tochtating, and here it was tochtang. Again, you stop, your body stop, and you stop the car. So it can be both. Shu yerda tochtating. Stop the car here, please. Or Bekatan olden tochtating. Please stop before the bus stop. Bekatan keyen tochtating. Please stop after the bus stop. 100 meterden keyin tochtating. Or 100 meterden keyin tochtang. Stop in 100 meters. Chap qolingizda metro bekati, a metro station on your left. On qolingizda bazar, a market on your right. Why do we need these two phrases? How about the situation where you are in your place, in your hotel, or in your flat, and you're being called by a taxi driver and asked how to drive, how to get to your place. And you can ask, where are you? Qayerdasiz? And the person can name a landmark that is close to your place. And this is how you can say, on your left, and think what's on the left if he is near the landmark, he or she, and think what's on the right if he's near the landmark. So, chap qolingizda, for example, metro bekati. On qolingizda bazar. I always do that. Like when I order pizza or when something is being delivered and people don't know, you know, they can even know, but they still call to make sure they are on their right and they want to be explained, like they want to be told how to go, like they want to make sure that this matches, right? The address they're given and directions they've been told they match. So the first thing I do is I ask, where are you right now? Qayerdasiz? And then if they tell me the landmark, what if they haven't reached the landmark? Then I say, okay, call me when you reach the landmark. And you will ask me how to say that. And it's not on my slide. And I'll say it now, even if it's not written. For example, my landmark is Bekat, right? Or Metro Bekat. Let's say in Metro Bekat, I need clearly say which metro. For example, Uzbek Metro Bekat. So I would say Uzbek Metro Bekatga yetib telefon qiling. Uzbek Metro Bekatga yetib telefon qiling, which means call me when you reach Uzbek Metro. And when he reaches and calls me, then I say, on your left, this thing, on your left, that thing. And Mayda pul is change. Usually we say just Mayda barma, change, do you have change? And these are the phrases we may need when we are inside the taxi. Konditsionerni yoqing or o'chiring, which means turn on, turn off. Oynani oching, yoping. Close and open the window. Mayda borma. Here you go. Here's the cash. Mayda borma. Do you have change? Eshikni sekinroq yoping. This is very favorite phrase of the taxi drivers who care how you close the door, and they usually can say, like, you know, eshikni sekinroq yoping, like be careful when you're closing the door. So this is not something you say. They probably this is something you hear from them. Okay, now I want to read a dialogue, and it doesn't have a translation because, come on, this is our 40th lesson, and some of the expressions were translated in previous slides. Some of them aren't, and I will give you translation. But if you don't know, didn't understand, pause the video and go watch, look the translations in the slides, or write in the comments below, and I will, of course, answer. Okay, so T is taxi driver and B is this guy. Assalomu alaykum, beep beep, qayerga? Assalomu alaykum, Chorsu bozoriga. You know where. And ga, you see, Chorsu bozoriga. Bozorning o'zigami. So this isn't in our slides, and I will translate what it means. Usually, client, when they take the taxi, first they name the landmark, and Chorsu Bozori is a landmark. And taxi drivers then clarify, are you staying at the bazaar itself? Or when we reach bazaar, they don't say that the whole thing, but usually that happens to them when a client says this place, and when they reach this place, they say 100 meters inside, here, here, here, here, here, here, and then the taxi driver finds out that they have to go and again move more and more. So that's why they clarify. Bozorning o'zigami? Are you staying at the bazaar itself? Or will you be driving somewhere else around bazaar, or maybe something near bazaar? And then the client says, ha, nech pul bo'ladi? 20,000 so'm bo'ladi. Xo'p, ketdik unda. Aka, iltimos, konditsionerni o'chiring. Xo'p, unda oynani ochaymi? Ha, mayli. Bekat oldida to'xtating. Shu yerdami? Ha. Mana 100,000. Maydangiz bormi? Ha, bor. Mana sizga 80,000. Rahmat. Rozi bo'ling. And rozi bo'ling is an expression when taxi drivers or other sellers in bazaars, for example, they mean, some of them maybe don't mean that, and this is just an expression, but actually it means be, you know, when you're giving this money, be rozi. make peace with it. Like, don't be unsatisfied, right? If we hope that you're happy when you're giving this, when you're paying for the service and you don't have any complaints. And ناراضة, there's like antonym for this word. ناراضة is like unsatisfied, right? And in Uzbekistan, many people, instead of saying Rahmat, they can say razı bo'ling. Or this is something when we say goodbye, but actually it means be happy with the payment you made. Okay, this is it. Let me know what you think. And if taxi drivers will be like, I speak English, speak to me in English, don't speak in Uzbek, you can go, men İngilizce bilmeyman, I don't know English. Uzbekçe gapiring, Uzbekçe. Speak in Uzbek to me, please. Yeah, and continue speaking in Uzbek and try using the language. And let me know if you did use it, and leave in the comments below your experience with it. And as usual, welcome to my Telegram. I will be happy to see you there too. Rahmat keyingi darsda ko'rishguncha xayr. Beep beep.